Welcome back to this second part of our Third World Community Power Conference. And before we start, again, some technical instructions that I've already mentioned in the morning or wherever you are in the earlier session. We request all the participants to stay muted until you are requested to speak or you are a speaker, in order to avoid background noises. Let me also mention that this is a public event. In principle, everybody can join, and we also have a live stream on YouTube. So aside from the people here in this meeting, people are following our meeting here on YouTube. There will be also all the sessions recorded and later made available in our YouTube channel. With this, I have the pleasure to hand over to the moderator and chair of our afternoon, or I should say afternoon, our third session, which is about creating capacities and networks. And we have an important partner here, the Global Women's Network for the Energy Transition. And Christine Linz, who was mentioned in the program, has for personal reasons not been able to make it, but we have another representative from the Global Women's Network. I'm pleased to welcome Davina Ngei. I hope I pronounce your name correctly. And then I would just hand over to you. Davina, welcome and please take over.
Thank you so much, Stefan. And to the audience, hello and welcome to the World Community Power Conference, and in particular to the session on building capacities and networks. It's great to have you all here today. So as Stefan has mentioned, my name is Davina Ngei, and I'm representing the Global Women's Network for the Energy Transition, or GWNET in short, and I'll be your moderator for today's session. So we have 4 exciting speakers coming up ahead who'll discuss the work of their networks, as well as explore the gaps in the area of women and community energy. Before I introduce them, I'd like to share with you a bit more about the work of GWNET. So GWNET is a global network founded in 2017 that aims to advance the global energy transition by empowering women. We seek to address the current gender imbalances in the energy sector and to promote gender-sensitive action around the energy transition in all parts of the world. Our work revolves around 3 main pillars. Firstly, we have advocacy. We generate and disseminate information on the role of women in the energy transition with the goal of creating awareness, strengthening networks, and ultimately influencing decision-making. And one example of this is our recently released study, Women for Sustainable Energy, which provides a snapshot of women's participation in the workforce, and it provides good practice examples and recommendations to improve inclusion in the sustainable energy sector. Our second pillar is mentoring. We lead the development of regional and global mentoring programs designed to accelerate the careers of women already working in the energy sector. Thirdly, we have networking. We facilitate connections among women working in the sector. And to this end, we have a virtual Women in Energy Expert platform with over 1,400 members from over 100 countries. And through this platform, the women can showcase their accomplishments, benefit from increased visibility, and foster support networks which they need to advance their own careers. We also work hand in hand with women's networks from around the world, all the way in Ethiopia and Norway, Pakistan and Mexico, to name just a few countries. And we do this to advance the participation of women at national and regional levels. So these partnerships in particular foster collaboration, peer-to-peer exchange, and knowledge sharing, and they prevent duplication of activities as we all work together towards a shared vision of a more inclusive energy transition. So now I'd like to introduce our 4 speakers for today, after which they'll give their presentations. Firstly, we have Antonia Proka from REST Group. Antonia joined REST Group as a project manager with a particular focus on the European Citizen Energy Academy. Before joining REST Group, Antonia supported the development of the Clean Energy for EU Island Secretariat, which is an initiative of the European Commission to decarbonize the EU islands with the active participation of the local communities. Secondly, we have Katharina Habers-Brunner. Catherine is a board member and team leader for sustainable energy and climate solutions at Women Engaged for a Common Future, or WECF for short. So WECF's climate and energy programs include projects in Africa, Central Asia, and Europe. Her professional expertise is decentralized citizens' energy projects, local energy markets, and advocating for socially sound climate solutions at a national and international level. Thirdly, we have Timo Karl. Timo is the Officer for Community Energy at the World Wind Energy Association, and he's also a research assistant at the University of Bonn. He's also working on his PhD on the governance of the UN climate regime and the influence of governments on the negotiation processes. And last, we have Dr. Maggie Matinga from Energia. Dr. Maggie is an independent consultant who has worked on access to modern clean energy with a focus on gender and social inclusion, as well as research, policy analysis, project, and program development for improving access to clean energy in developing countries. I'd like to welcome all our speakers today and to welcome Antonia to begin the discussions today. Thank you.